Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to my continuing coverage of Summer Game Fest. This is the Future Game Show. This is one showcase that pretty much anything could show up. You can get AAA, AA, Indie. They usually have a pretty good couple of hosts. So yeah, this is usually a pretty decent show. So we will see what they have for the summer showcase. I might have to adjust the volumes as we get into this, but yeah, here we go here in about 6 seconds. Oh, I gotta grab my notes. Matt Mercer and Laura Bailey are hosting, maybe? We'll see. Everybody likes Mercer and Bailey. If that's their stage, that's quite the
Please
stage.
welcome your hosts, Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Future Game Show Summer Showcase. My name is Laura Bailey, though you probably know me best as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2, or as one of the cast members from Critical Role.
Indeed. And I'm Matt Mercer, the man behind many video game chaos merchants, such as Like a Dragon's Mad Dog Majima and Ganondorf from Tears of the Kingdom. But if it's a Thursday night, I also moonlight as Critical Role's Debonair Dungeon Master, where Laura tries her best to test the very limits of my abilities and sanity.
And you love it. But we're here today joining forces for a very different reason. Exclusive video game trailers, and lots of them.
Indeed, and like a whole bunch of world premieres, deep dives, and developer presentations. It's frankly an irresponsible amount of video game news that will be beamed directly into your brains for the next 90 minutes, so buckle up.
Don't make it sound so scary. This is gonna be fun. Just keep in mind that if you want to wish list any of the cool games in today's show, then you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show's Steam page.
Indeed, and once the show's over, there'll be plenty of follow-up coverage on GamesRadar.com and the Future Game Show YouTube channel.
Well, I think that's all of the housekeeping out of the way. So let's kick things off with our very first world premiere.
Be interesting to see how many actually new solid world premieres we get.
Zafar, pull up NavTech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin.
This is kind of crazy. Owlcat.
Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
Imulota. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Wait! Hold on, I'm coming! I'll cover you.
Wonder if this is actually a shooter or if it's like a tactics game.
The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, okay. I have not seen The Expanse, so I could not have spotted that. I'm sure anybody who's seen The Expanse would immediately, like, see the uniforms and be like, oh, this is an Expanse game. But, yeah, I've never seen it.
What a way to start the show! The Expanse Osiris Reborn is an action RPG crafted in Unreal Engine 5, where you can immerse yourself in the universe of the beloved TV series. Make sure it's on your wish lists.
Sounds pretty awesome. And we're treating you to another world premiere right now and swapping sci-fi for fantasy in the process. So let's take a look.
I used to swear by my father's oath. To protect the wards is to protect our people. And if it claims our lives, what's one life lost for the sake of the many?
And now, what do you swear by today?
The only one that matters is my brother. And I will kill the people who took him from me.
This looks interesting.
Rin, take my hand! Rin!
I hear not the clamor of cold.
So far, this show is 2 for 2 on interesting looking games.
Must be purged.
Your father was right about one thing. The wards are breaking. And should we fail, it may spell another end.
I wonder if this is Norse. Echoes of the Dead coming this summer. What?
We're thrilled to reveal Echoes of the End, a narrative-driven fantasy
Did I say
adventure
dead?
coming later this year.
But the fun doesn't stop there. Here's another world premiere.
It's important to note that this is your very first look at the game, but from what I can tell, there's evil residing in these woods.
See, what I don't get about that last game is, if they're saying it's coming out this summer, why would you not have a release date for it yet? Because we're basically very close to summer. Whispers in the Fog.
An isolated cabin in the woods. What could possibly go wrong? That was your first look at Whispers in the Fog.
It's a psychological horror game from a supremely talented solo developer. Be sure to give it a wish list if you like what you see.
And next up, we've got a trailer for an open-world action RPG based on the beloved anime, The Seven Deadly Sins. Let's check it out.
So this one we've already seen. This goes back to what I was saying earlier on why we're not covering every conference today, because you start seeing a lot of repeats. I actually feel like this trailer is better than the first trailer we saw for this game. I'm kind of interested in that. I want to know more about it, though.
The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is coming soon to PC and PS5, but you can pre-register now at 7origin.netmarble.com.
Okay, it's time to learn about what's coming in Season 7 of free-to-play Destructo shooter, The Finals. Let's take a look.
Anybody still playing this game?
Welcome to the future of the finals!
What?
Where have you been? Then just stick around.
And not that you need any more reasons, but it's time to move on and talk about hurdling, a shepherd simulator with a whole lot of soul. Let's find out when you can get your hands on it.
Look at chat. This game is Roadcraft, except for with giant woolly mammoth things. Giant birds are gonna steal your mammoths. Hurdling? Okay. Oh, there's a demo out. Okay.
Hurdling launches later this year, but you can try guiding those adorable calicorns right now by downloading the demo, which is out now on Steam. What's next, Laura?
Sleep Awake, which is anything but cute. It's a first-person psychedelic thriller that explores the realm between slumber and death. This game is helmed by Corey Davis of Spec Ops: The Line and Robin Fink of Nine Inch Nails.
Oh, let's take a closer look then.
That's an interesting combo.
I cannot sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Bum, 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 bum.
Come along. This way.
Experience your waking nightmares.
You're not ignoring me now, dear, are you? This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake!
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Give me your idea.
Not a game that I would play, but looked all right.
Sleep Awake is coming soon, so drop it on your wish lists.
We've got a developer presentation for Eric Solm, The Stolen Dream, up next. It's a cinematic isometric stealth game set in the year 1900.
Oh, isn't that the year you were born?
I am a few months younger than you,
Okay,
Laura.
so chat.
I don't think
Do you guys remember, I think it was yesterday, I told you about a dev reached out to me and they showed me a game that I'd never seen before?
He's alive.
This was it.
Before he does.
This one got sent to my email, and I was like, this game looks freaking amazing.
A fantasy version of the early 1900s, and it has a Scandinavian theme style to it. I would describe it as a stealth puzzle game with a very strong emphasis on story, where you play up to 3 playable characters that you switch between, and they have their own special abilities.
It's
that
kind
you
of
need
like
to
Splinter
use
Cell-y a little
together
bit.
to kind of solve situations and puzzles in a kind of interlaced way where everyone's involved.
It's in the setting of a Scandinavian nature, which not only resonates with me, but with the rest of the world because it's so unique. It's always nice to see something new that people can relate to.
So I've worked a lot with like lighting and 3D rendering, cinematic lighting, stuff like that. So Anders showed me a rendering of one of the movies. It just floored me. I thought it was so beautiful. Then he said, okay, so Theo, what I want from you is I want you to make this look even better.
We play tested the game a lot, and what people usually say is that it feels like I'm playing a movie, but in a great way. River End Games was based on the idea that if you have the right mix of people, then perhaps a really small team can still make something that's actually pretty cool.
How is this made by 16 people? Like, why is this quality so high?
A little now and then I sit down in the couch and I just enjoy a fresh build. The story just gets to perform. You're just drawn right in. It's a magical feeling.
I'm really excited for players to just discover this world. Eric's Home is coming to Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, and Epic Games Store. And we have an exclusive trailer that we're about to show you that will reveal the release date. I hope you enjoyed.
What if this is the trailer that I've already seen? We'll see. No, this is not the trailer that I've seen. I saw a different trailer. No, the email that I got from the devs on this, I think they described it as like they were trying to push Plague's Tale. They're like, it's kind of like Plague's Tale. But I think it's Plague's Tale meets Splinter Cell. Because you're like dragging and hiding bodies and stuff, and you're doing like all this stealth stuff, and I'll have to show you the other trailer once we're done with this, because I actually think the first trailer that I saw was actually better. July 15th. Oh, God. There's so many games.
Thank you so much to our friends at River End Games for that window into the world of Eric's Home. It's coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 on July 15th.
So go wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. All right, now we've got a new trailer for a cel-shaded shooter with gameplay inspired by the Stalker series. Here's the latest trailer for The Explorator.
Early access available on PC right meow.
The Explorator is launching into early access today, so go check it out on Steam and support the developers on the road to launch.
Constance is up next, a Metroidvania where you wield the power of a paintbrush to escape a decaying inner world.
Live into my interests.
So far, this show's been good. Like, everything they've shown has been, like, just solid. Like, it might not be for everybody, like every game, but just everything they've shown has just been solid. See, like, this game is gonna be for the people who are into, like, Shovel Knight and Hollow Knight and stuff like that. It's like a Metroidvania style game. Art style looks really nice. Yeah, they're doing a lot of really cool stuff visually on that. November. We are definitely getting a lot of fall dates now.
Constance is coming to PC on November 24th, but there's a demo available on Steam if you want to go give it a go after the show.
Those of you who have tuned in before will know that during the Every Future Game Show, we create a trio of deep dives into some of the most exciting upcoming games. Our ones to watch, you could say.
First game we're tackling for the summer showcase is Titan Quest II. Now, fans have been waiting since 2006 for a sequel to Iron Lore's cult classic action RPG, and the good news is, it's right around the corner.
So let's dig into the details with the help of Grimlore Games.
Tell us the whole story.
I've never played Titan Quest.
Tell us about...
Don't know much about it.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest II, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristano. She's from Sparta.
I'm down for a good ARPG.
A priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is very much a classic ARPG. But we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible. From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasy stuff, just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space.
Yeah, I mean, ARPGs are pretty popular right now.
We're not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out...
That's very interesting for them to say.
Packs, which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest II will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already. And we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later, the other platforms.
Because they know they gotta compete with Diablo and Path of Exile, where Path of Exile is free to play with microtransactions. Diablo is everything. DLC, microtransactions, full price game.
Titan Quest 2 is coming soon, and you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Games Store. Wait, Legendary Actor
Yuri?
Lowenthal?
The Spider-Man to my MJ? What are you doing here?
Hey guys.
Hey man.
I was
Spider-Man.
just, wandering the sound stages, taking in the sights and smells, and then I heard you guys making noise about video games out here, and I thought I'd join in.
Okay, well, I mean, since you're already here, why don't you take the next trailer? Well, right?
I mean, if that's okay with you guys, I don't
No, it's great. Work your magic. We'll just be over here.
All right. I got you. Well, get ready, folks, because it's time for another world premiere. This one's a follow-up to a beloved puzzle adventure that launched back in 2020.
I have seen things that should be forgotten. I've tried to escape my past. I've had enough of death and madness. But the world is changing. Some now search for answers in the far reaches of the world. For shocking secrets and dizzying marvels.
It might be Yuri
Their lives
Bacaruso. He's like introducing his own game.
On this world
It's possible.
of man, a mocking and incredible shadow out of time.
Call of the Elder Gods, starring yours truly, is a Lovecraftian narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
I mean, I was, but then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
Hell yeah, thanks for coming, man. Bye. See you, bye. Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course.
When he left, he should have went like this.
Hard.
Or went like.
Who wants some? Let's haul ass.
Narrative puzzle adventure coming soon to PC
What?
and consoles. So get it on your wish lists ASAP.
So you weren't just wandering the lot then?
That's the second time this thing
I
is
was,
glitched.
But then, it's called marketing, Matt.
Yeah, Matt. Classic marketing.
Classic.
Anyway.
All right, catch you later.
Bye,
I gotta
Yuri.
wander.
Hell yeah.
Stuck in a
thanks for
time
coming,
loop,
man.
chat.
See you, bye. Okay, so while I go make sure there's no other voice actors hiding on set, we'll throw it out to some back-to-back trailers.
I'll stay here.
Free bio course. How hard could it be? Hard. We found paradise. We got company. Who wants some? Let's haul ass.
It's like capture the flag on crack.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
A lot of people losing their
5
memories.
years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with
Washing up on a
monsters,
beach.
cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is a madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner
This is my kind of game here.
Glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think
This
smart
looks
and
very
learn to juggle.
much like Fire
You can
Emblem.
also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses,
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
get your shit wrecked, then head back to town where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
You don't say. Oh, that looked interesting. I want to know more. Let me see what the early access people are saying.
Can anyone hear me?
Dispatch to Unit 1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy.
Multiplayer fireman game?
Supply line ready.
Break that door open!
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
My clothes are about to catch fire!
Get an attack line in there!
Gotta go scout the area. Ugh, that was close.
Cat, you're good?
Oh no, their thing is screwed up.
Get me out of here!
Heroes. The world is full of them. Sons and daughters of farmers with too much bravery and not enough wisdom, so some say. But what is a hero without a princess to save? Without dragons to slay? Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
Can anyone hear me?
What is happening with this
Dispatch to Unit
video?
1. There's an ongoing fire.
Unit 1 to dispatch. Copy. Supply line ready.
Break that door open!
Let me get that sturdy Halligan first.
A princess to save. Without dragons to slay. Nothing. That's where you come in. As an agent at the Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs, you will ensure everything is as it should be for the hero's arrival.
Inside this cave, you'll find a necromancer who, according to our reports, is a complete and utter embarrassment to the story.
The book is titled Hellgates Anew, Your First Ritual Sacrifice.
As it turns out, putting the soul of a demon inside of a skeleton is a touch more tricky than you might imagine.
We, the members of the United Builders Union of Enchanted Settlements, hereby announce a strike, effective immediately.
It's the inspector, here with their cushy job and their clipboard that decides if we have to do more work.
A dragon attack? That is not in the budget.
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm? With one unsanctimonious swing, you lop his head off. It hardly felt good, but incompetent evil is still evil. We are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wishlist Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
This is a Macaruso game. Why does she have so many guns in her apartment? What?
But what is a story without a good hero at its helm?
All right.
With one sanctimonious
I'm
swing,
gonna see
lop
if
his head off. It hardly felt good, but
the Twitch feed is
evil
also
still
having the
evil.
same problem. I want to see if this is just a YouTube problem or what is going on here. So hold on, I'm gonna switch feeds, chat.
A relatively small team making a donation. It shows you don't have to be a giant to support this kind of cause. But actually, despite being a relatively small team, people involved in the game come from 25 different countries. And I love the idea of any game having that much.
Are happy to welcome you, our newest agent to the cause. Wishlist Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs today.
Oh, that's one for the critters. The Bureau of Fantastical and Arcane Affairs is coming later this year.
And now for something completely different. This one's for the fans of shooters, anime, and Y2K aesthetics.
That's me.
Hold on.
Waifu Tactical Force is a 3v3 anime shooter coming soon to PC, but you can jump into the open playtest on Steam.
Hirogami is coming to PC and PS5 on September 3rd. Fold it into your wish lists on Steam and the Epic Games Store. And check out the free demo, which is available on Steam.
Okay, time for an update on Eve Frontier. This is CCP Games' Spacebound Survival MMO.
All right, so I switched those feeds. Hopefully this one's not having the same problem. I guess we'll find out.
Eve Frontier is an invitation for everyone that have had the idea in their brain to make a game. And often the best way to make a game is to start and modify an existing game. We have now created an MMO server-side modding platform, and we offer an invitation to you to come and build with us. You can build tools, you can build worlds, you can do so many things. And this is a great way to start your game development adventure by sort of playing around in the amazing survival space horror sandbox we have created. When we made Eve Online, we very much wanted to make a sandbox experience where most of the things
I played
and the
Eve
infrastructure in the game
once,
would actually
probably
be built by
15
players.
years ago,
But
and
we
I
did build quite a bit of it.
I was like,
ourselves.
nope, I'm out.
Seeing what emerged from Eve, especially
It was
when
too
it comes
crazy.
to the third-party development ecosystem, we could actually give a lot more agency to players to literally build the world. So as we go through this process of stripping down to a survival game, we are on the other hand building up an amazing modding platform. Basically what Eve Frontier enables third-party developers is to mod the actual server creating additional software that both reads and writes the world state. And that, I think, will enable something truly astounding that has never been seen before. But this is very much inspired by the third-party ecosystem that is developed around EVE Online. We are basically supercharging that with the smart assemblies and the modding platform we're built into Frontier. And what we have seen so far in our various hackathons and events, and what we've just seen in the sort of builder community overall, absolutely delivers on that vision in spades.
Founder access for EVE Frontier is available now, and you can head to evefrontier.com to jump in and find out more. What's up next, Laura?
We have a brand new trailer for Formula Legends, an arcade racing game that covers the history of motorsport.
I don't think I've ever played a Formula 1 game. I mean, I've played Forza, but that's like an everything racing game. What show is this? A future game show? Yep. Yeah, they've shown some good stuff on this one. I think I've actually written down like more games so far out of this one than I have the previous ones. I'm also on Steam, like wishlisting stuff, so. Got a demo.
Formula Legends is racing towards release on PC and consoles, but you can play the demo now on Steam and also wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store. But for now, let's keep it rolling with our Ones to Play section, which is a future game show.
You guys can immediately tell that the YouTube feed I was using was way better quality.
So if you like what you're looking at,
see how like
don't
faded
hesitate
they
to download
look
a demo
compared to this feed.
First up is Catastrophe. This is an action roguelike where you play as a kitty abducted by aliens and repel enemies with your trusty sidekick, the Star.
Too bad that other feed is
Players can
got
mod
problems.
Polo's abilities to settle on a unique play style and pick their route through a series of interstellar environments.
Next up, we've got Phase Zero, a survival horror throwback with fixed cameras and immersive pre-rendered environments. A menacing illness has descended on the town of Flint Peak. Can you solve puzzles and tango with monsters to make it out alive?
Or what about Bloodgrounds? It's a gladiatorial roguelike with a city builder twist. You'll recruit, train, and command a crew of warriors in strategic turn-based battles.
What is this game?
Then develop a coastal city in the interim. Carve your name into the annals of history and spill buckets of blood in the process.
Oh, Bloodgrounds? I'm gonna write that one down.
Last but not least, we've got How to Escape, Lost Submarine. With one player on PC or console and the other using a mobile companion app, you'll communicate and collaborate to complete puzzles and stop the outbreak of war. No pressure. That was our Ones to Play montage. Be sure to follow up on anything that caught your eye.
But let's keep on sailing with another exclusive trailer for a naval combat simulator set in the late 18th century.
Every voyage begins with a plan. A vision etched on parchment.
What are you talking about, display name?
Glory or downfall. It is in our nature to conquer what others fear. death and dishonor, fame and fortune.
The last game? Oh, I guess I
The life
wasn't
of a
paying
sea
attention.
captain is one of duty and relentless pursuit. True riches are not in
You
gold
gotta
and
remember
jewels,
that mobile
but in the
gaming
stories we bring back,
is the biggest gaming market.
and the legend we become.
Hands down. It kills PC, it kills Xbox, it kills PlayStation. So even though we might not like it, the money says otherwise.
We arrive, but never at our final.
Not doing mobile games or not including like side apps or whatever is a mistake from a business
So we
aspect.
chart our next course. We sail. We fight. We endure. For the voyage is life. And life is the
Like
voyage.
I don't like mobile gaming. I don't do it. But again, yeah. There's a crap ton of people that do.
Join the crew today on Kickstarter.
Check out the funding drive for Ahoy at ahoy.gg/Kickstarter. And you can also wishlist the game on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
The Spotlight montage is up next, so say goodbye to our corporeal bodies and hello to our disembodied voices.
What Matt means to say with that Gothic vocabulary is that we'll be back on stage once we've talked you through some super cool games.
That's what I meant. Flickshot Rogues is a turn-based strategy roguelike where you trade tactical trick shots for devastating damage. Across a constantly shifting cartoon peninsula, players will trigger explosive combos and commit to game-changing upgrades. It's coming to PC later this year, but you can try it for yourself ahead of time by checking out the free demo on Steam.
Now let's take a look at Under Par Golf Architect, an all-in-one simulator where you mold terrain to create world-class courses and then try them out
That's an
firsthand.
interesting idea.
As
I don't
well
know
as
if that's been
placing
done
the
yet.
green and obstacles
You're
between.
designing golf
You'll
courses?
manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack-and-slash roguelike where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but in the meantime, you can check out the free demo on Steam and drop it onto your wish lists.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters in
Wait,
mech
the critters
suits.
have mechs now?
Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that
Hold on, I'm
each
checking
treasure
the
has
other
its
feed.
weight, and the more you pick up, the more noise you generate.
Up next.
But when you fail,
hack and
there's
slash
always
roguelike
another
where you
run.
play as the
My
last
game will
surviving
feature
human
4
of a
biomes,
devastated world.
all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator.
I'd love to
where
go
you
back
try
to this
your
other
best to
feed
bring
'cause
about
it's such
the
better
end of
quality.
the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop
So this one we've
mechanics.
already seen.
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
Let's try and go back to the other feed. So I'll have this other one up, so if it messes up again, we can quickly go back to it. You can see the YouTube feed is like 30 seconds behind.
To create world-class courses and then try them out firsthand. As well as placing the green and obstacles between, you'll manage staff, budgets, and customers on your way to crafting a golfer's paradise. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, but you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Ascend to Zero is up next. It's a hack
Actually, it's more like a minute
roguelike
behind.
where you play as the last surviving human of a devastated world. To help with that unfortunate predicament, you can freeze time to anticipate attacks and topple voxel monsters. Ascend to Zero is coming soon to PC, but
We'll
in the
do
meantime,
this.
you
If
can
this
check out the
feed has
free
a
demo on
problem one
Steam
more
and drop it
time,
onto your
we'll just be
wishlist.
done with it.
Or how about Animal Kind? This is a cozy cooperative town building game where you play as a crew of adorable critters in mech suits. Players will use their industrial-grade opposable thumbs to scavenge the landscape for materials and establish a community of cute creatures. Animal Kind is coming soon to PC. But if you head to the Steam page, you can sign up for the alpha playtest, which is arriving in July.
Next up is Don't Wake the Beast, but the developers have sent over an intricate overview, so I'll sit this one out.
Hi, my name is Timek. I'm the game designer and producer behind Don't Wake the Beast. Don't Wake the Beast is a stealth roguelike in which your goal is to steal as many treasures as possible and run away from the beast. The tricky part is that each treasure has its weight.
Wait, I think I saw
and the more
this
you
in The
pick
Hobbit
up,
Part 2.
The more noise you generate.
When Bilbo tried to get the
but when you
Arkenstone
fail,
from the
there's always
dragon.
another run. My game will
That's what this
feature
is.
4 biomes, all with unique mechanics and beasts. It's scheduled to release in 2026.
We're rounding things out with Worship, a cultist simulator where you try your best to bring about the end of the world. Inspired by Pikmin, this cute and creepy multiplayer roguelite tasks you with performing blood rites and recruiting followers to please the old ones. It's coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it on Steam.
That was our Spotlight montage. We hope you enjoyed the Summer Showcase selection. Laura?
Oh, it's time for an update on Scum, the survival shooter with poop mechanics.
What?
Not as in like they're bad, no. Just like you have to manage your bowel movements to survive.
Oh, I might actually learn something. I love video games.
Peggy 18.
Oh no, am I gonna get DMCA'd? By the way, chat, the VOD from yesterday only got flagged on YouTube like 7 times.
If those inspired reviews have grabbed your attention, then we're here to help.
Yep, you can head to the link on screen right now for a chance to win one of 100 keys for Scum 1.0.
And if you're not one of the lucky winners, then you'll just have to jump in with the rest of us when it launches on June 17th.
Now, our next game is a squad-based survival shooter where you dodge deadly dinosaurs. Here's the latest trailer for Deathground.
By the way, display name, if you don't know, it's not the first game to have that.
Deadly Dino.
There's several games that have that.
Whether you dare to enter solo or in a squad of up to 4 players, you must do everything you can to survive in these dinosaur-infested, abandoned facilities. Could you survive? Hi, we're Jaw Drop Games, the indie dev team behind Deathground.
The main threat you'll need to avoid is the raptors, specifically Utah raptors. So unlike velociraptors,
I would say in video games 2025, at this point, there is a game, even like a mainstream game that has come out that has a slider for about everything.
Because how do you get something that size with that tail to behave all in multiplayer? Exactly. Of course, there'll be other dinosaurs for you to deal with. The #1 culprit for causing chaos is the Compsognathus, aka the Compy.
What might look like a decent hiding space for you as players might actually be a refuge for these little creatures, putting the terror in territory.
As for other species, you may spot the Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, and Triceratops roaming around in the background.
And the next thing you know, you're being chased by a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Remember, there's actually a Jurassic Park survival game that's in the works.
The single-player tutorial and introduction level.
Geothermal, where you'll need to repair everything so you can restart the power plant.
Agricultural, which has become a little bit overgrown and it is in need of some weeding.
And biomedical, which is my personal favorite, where you'll have to sneak in and steal raptor eggs. You know, for science.
Each mission is replayable and
I'm going to have to science the heck out of this.
Each detail or collectible that you come across will help you unlock the lore and discover the truth about the disastrous events of the past.
Deathground is launching on Steam Early Access this year. Keep a lookout for our roadmap.
Deathground is launching into Steam Early Access later this year. Keep an eye out for roar news on that front.
Get out.
Refusing to acknowledge that pun, so let's move on with our second Ones to Watch deep dive, shall we? Here's Rogue Factor to tell us more about the studio's new weird action-adventure game, Hell is Us.
I've been hearing good things about this game.
What happened here? Madness and hatred and lots of it.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Jacques Belated, and I am the Executive Creative Director and Executive Art Director on Hell is Us here at Rogue Factor. So the game that we've been developing for pretty much almost 5 years now is a game called Hell is Us. So the game is definitely like an action-adventure game.
It is set in the world of Adia. It's a rogue state where there's a lot of really weird things happening. You play Remy. He was born there. Yeah, he was raised in a foster system in Canada, and he's going back basically to find answers.
This thing that games do now, contemporary games, where the adventuring is just, if you think about it, the exploration and the discovery, they're only there by theme. You had just been following marker after marker, and until the last marker is over your actual thing you needed to find. Almost all the variables connected to the exploration and connected to your discovery are given to you in a silver platter. So we look at it kind of like the inverse in our game because we got rid of all these things.
I remember chatting with John about the old Zelda games, how it was straightforward and like you had just enough to know where to go, but not too much.
It's basically how life works if you think about it, right? We basically orient ourselves by sight and hearing and what people tell us, right?
Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through.
You talk to NPCs and they're literally going to tell you a clue, right? So Rebecca and Jova, when she kind of hints you where the Owen convoy, the direction that it took, she says, I don't know where they went exactly, but I know they took the road that goes behind the weird monuments. And she says, you can see them from here. And as you're talking to her, behind her, quite far, you see some peculiar monument-looking thing. You're like, is that what she's talking about? Like, is that, if I go, and then you go there and you see the road that turns, and it's, maybe the convoy did come here. I think that's kind of very unique, and it works really, really well. Like any game, especially a game of almost 40 hours, sometimes it works better than others. No game is absolutely perfect, but it's very much, it's the joy of exploration, the joy of discovery, yeah.
The Abbey is closed. Official AAF business.
Of course, we can't talk about Hell is Us without talking about our monsters. And the enemies, the limbic entities, are physical manifestations of human emotions, of human negative emotions. What does an emotion look like? Who knows? So we had many iterations. We ended up with these kind of like fractally, geometrically thingies, So we have grief, ecstasy, terror, and rage. So the Hollow Walker represents a bit, it's just a husk. That's why we call it the Hollow Walker. And it's a bit like a facsimile of a human being who's felt this very strong negative emotion. And then they look like that because we tried a lot of things and they ended up looking like this, So you'll be able to play Hell is Us on September 4th, 2025 on Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 5, and obviously PC.
So there was a creator preview for that game around PAX East.
Wishlist it now because Hell
people
is
left
Us
the
is coming to
preview
PC and
basically very
consoles
positive
on
about what they
September
saw in that game.
All right. I think we're due another world premiere, don't you? This one's an action-adventure set in a drop-dead gorgeous cartoon world.
And it stars some very familiar faces.
Wait, is it us?
Maybe. Let's throw to someone who knows while I take this totally real phone call. Hello? Hi.
Hey Laura, hey Matt. I'm super excited to be back on the Future Game Show where I belong, and you are doing a fantastic job. Like I said to the producers when I was hosting, if you strike me down, this is live, isn't it? Oh, so yeah, New Tales reached out and I am officially in their game. Actually, seeing you just reminded me, they're looking for a killer writer who can also perform. Let me call Jasmine. Look, it's fine. You're doing great for time. Hey, Jazz.
Hi, Sam.
I've got a really cool gig. Want to join me in a game? If we're both in, I'm pretty sure Matt and Laura will be on board too.
Yeah, sure. I'll be in a game with you. But only if you're coming to the D&D group next week, because our party could really use a barbarian.
All right. I guess we're all doing this. That was easy. So let's check out exactly what we're getting ourselves into.
All right, listen, I got an idea for a game. You're an anime girl that can turn into a ball of water. Fading Echo.
That's right, we're joining Samantha Bayard, yes, Karlach herself, and the awesome Jasmine Bhullar in Fading Echo, coming to PCs and consoles next year.
And you can wishlist it today on Steam or the Epic Game Store. Go, 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 go!
We got another block of back-to-back trailers up next. Let's dig in.
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies. The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Sheo, all things are possible.
It's time to
You know what, Matt Caruso? I was also confused by that. I thought that was her, but I wasn't 100% sure. Are we sure that was her? I got very confused by that because I was about ready to say, "Wait, is that bronze girl?" But then I'm like, I don't know if that was. That was her.
Damn, I love the church.
I mean, she does a lot of D&D, so I think she's in like she's never been on Critical Role as far as I know, but I know she does a lot of D&D stuff as well, so I'm sure she's connected with Mercer. It's almost like a Galaga style game. This is very similar to Linked. A game called Linked. Where your guy has like a pulley gadget arm. Oh, well, there you go. I don't remember the game looking like that, though. It's like they upgraded the art style or something. Like, didn't I stream that game? Like an early access or something like that? I don't recall it looking like that at all. Maybe because it wasn't done? I don't know. I gotta look. Did I put that video on YouTube?
We're back, and you can wishlist all of those games by heading to
the Future Game Show Steam page.
The Future Game Show's Steam page.
With that out of the way, it's time for a spine-tingling closer look at the next game from the minds behind Until Dawn.
Directive 8020 is about a deep space mission.
Yeah,
to
I
save
did do a
humanity
first look on that
from a
on YouTube.
shape-shifting alien who gets in the way. Let's throw it over to Supermassive Games to find out more.
We are going to do this. Just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Those things can change shape.
Don't you ever point that thing at me again.
Scan complete. Subject unidentifiable.
We need urgent assistance. Please.
Okay. Oh, it's a Dark Pictures game.
But what if that went differently? Hey, I'm Will Doyle, Creative Director on Directive 8020, and I'm here to share with you a new feature that we've added for the first time in a Dark Pictures game. Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games, Directive 8020 has a branching story with multiple endings. You'll be able to track the choices and paths that you've taken in the game and see alternate paths that link to each of the major decisions that you've made. With Turning Points, you can rewind to a pivotal point or decision, collect missing collectibles, or see how different choices would have played out. By the same token, your actions matter in our games. If you want to live by your decisions, there's also a survivor mode setting that prevents you from rewinding, but still lets you view the decision tree. Turning Points will be available both digitally and physically for all copies of the game from when you start your very first mission.
Directive 8020 introduces the ability to rewind and change your choices to see the consequences in each branching path.
It's coming to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox in 2025, and if it's not on your wish list already, go fix that.
Our next game is just as scary, but for entirely different reasons. Cairn is a death-defying climbing
This is the
simulator
okay.
with a
I'm gonna show you guys this here real quick. So that Linked game we just saw, I played, or I did an early version of that game like 7 months ago.
What we call a survival climber.
This is what it looked like 7 months ago.
The goal is to climb a mountain and reach a summit no one has ever conquered. You can climb almost anywhere, and the climbing mechanics are highly realistic. You'll need to carefully manage
So
your balance
I'd like to do a comparison between what we just saw and what you're showing, or what you're seeing right now.
For the first
but
time,
to me, it
we are
looked
also
different.
showing what it's like to climb at high altitudes. When you get up there, you'll face ice walls that require you to use ice axes and spikes. But don't think you can just jam your tools into the ice. Ice climbing is precise. You'll need to aim for cracks and edges to get a solid grip. Cairn's realistic climbing system also supports mixed climbing. That means you can have one hand on the rock and the other using an ice tool. It's up to you to read the rock face and choose the
What
most
is this
strategic
robot guy
route
that's
to the top.
following us?
Cairn is coming up on PlayStation 5 and Steam later this year. You can already give it a try in the demo available on PC and PS5.
Cairn is coming to PlayStation and PC later this year, and you can also check out a free demo on both platforms after the show. What's next, Matt?
We're mixing things up with a double bill of trailers. Here are two great games from our friends at Quali.
Quali. Resident Weevil. Yes. You're playing a mouse with a backpack, kinda.
Hella is coming soon to PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, so give it a wish list on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
Moving swiftly on, it's time for a look at Ludo. This is a psychological thriller where the protagonist is trapped inside their own home, and we're about to find out when you can play it.
Chat, I
Peggy
must tell
18.
you that right now, I am trapped inside my own home.
Distinguish between what is real and what isn't. Do you trust what you see? What you hear? What happens when everything starts to feel wrong? To seem fake? Like a trick?
It is a story about death. Ludo.
How much longer are you going to pretend to ignore it? Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't let him get you again.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Who is it?
Hello, everyone.
It's Shigeru Yoshida.
I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2025.
Guy's a legend.
There are so many amazing games coming out, and I'm very happy that I have a bit more time to play them these days.
He worked at Sony for like
I have been
30 years or something like that. Long time.
Of Anytreans. Synapse is my favorite VR game of all time, and I'm honored to present this new groundbreaking title from the team. If you are at Summer Game Fest, I shall see you on the show floor at the N-Dreams booth. So, it is my pleasure to introduce you to Reach.
Yeah, he actually retired like 6 months ago. Oh, this is in Dreams. Okay. That's a Sony. Wait, YouTube is experiencing technical streaming issues. We have all feeds. Wait, why is that popping up now? It's been running fine for the last 20 minutes.
Ludo is coming to PC, PS5, and Xbox. In the meantime, you can wishlist it on Steam or the Epic Game Store.
It's world premiere time again, and this next reveal arrives with an introduction from a very special someone.
Wait, did it... What?
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be a part of Future Game Show 2.
All right, we'll just go to the other feed. I don't want... Okay.
Will be the end of me.
Hi, I'm Annika.
And I'm Johnny. We're Happy Broccoli Games based in Berlin, Germany.
Our newest game is Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, where you are the one and only Duck Detective.
That sucks that it's having feed. I hate to lose the quality, but we got no choice.
Inspect evidence, make deductions, and solve this no-murder mystery.
To the annoyance of the Duck Detective, he is joined
actually, I feel
by
like
a
the
new
audio
partner
quality is
in
actually better on
solving
Twitch.
crime, Freddy the Crocodile. Work together to unravel the truth and nibble on the crumbs of justice. Right now, we're working on a simplified
Nibble
Chinese
on the
language
crumbs
update
of
that is
justice.
coming out later this year.
We're very excited for you to play. The game is out on Steam, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One and Series XS, and PlayStation 5. Thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Are those bread slices?
Duck Detective.
The Ghost of Glamping!
Duck Detective, the Ghost of Glamping, has already waddled its way onto PC and consoles, so go check it out if you haven't already.
Okay, we've had plenty of exciting premises so far, but how about a rhythm roguelike from the
Oh, chat, it's your game.
Get on your dancing shoes, folks.
We're seeing it
because
again.
Ratatan is up next.
We're seeing it again. Chat, how do you not like this music? It's so good. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat-tat. Ratatan.
Ratatan is coming to Steam Early Access on July 25th, but there's a free demo available on Steam if you want to give it a try.
And we're following that
Yeah,
bombshell
I know
with a
we're
new
playing
trailer
tonight.
for Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile, an interactive 70s twist on the beloved detective mystery.
It's Poirot, don't you know?
Oh.
It can't be. It's Hercule Poirot.
Monsieur Poirot, I guess you know why I asked you to come.
What do you suggest I do? And can you confirm that all the passengers are present for the meal?
Yes, we keep the list. Everyone is here.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to disrupt what promised to be a beautiful day, but I have some terrible news. But we must stay calm if we want to find the culprit. I have a small idea of the situation.
Do you now?
I'm May Leach. My, you got here quickly. I've just finished my latest case. Okay, let's see what I can find.
But someone is lying to me. It is a big case, Miss Royce. A dangerous one. What do we have here?
Thank you, Mr. Poirot. I'm now going to search each of you. Then there's still time to stop them before they strike again.
Tomorrow, the day at least is here. Every question must have its answer.
Death on the Nile?
Agatha Christie, Death on the Nile is coming to PC and consoles in September of
I like the name.
2025. But you can wishlist it now on Steam or the Epic Games Store.
Okay, I don't want to build up this next trailer too much, but let's just say you're gonna flip.
Oh, the puns.
Oh no. JT, isn't this the game you wanted me to play?
Zoinks, Laura! House Flipper 2 Scooby-Doo is meddling its way onto PC and consoles this Scootober.
Now we're starting to close in on
I mean,
the end of
now
the show,
they're doing
but not before we
Scooby-Doo. I
show
gotta
you
play it.
Our final ones to watch deep dive.
Our team behind the scenes visited the Hangar 13 office for an exclusive insight into Mafia, the Old Country. Here's all the gory
More Mafia. Here we go, chat. For the Mafia fans in chat.
Mafia: The Old Country is both a prequel to the original Mafia trilogy, and it also sets things up for what might be to come in the future, going back to 1900 Sicily, so the birth of not just the Mafia game, but also the actual Mafia itself, back to where organized crime first really came from.
In Mafia: The Old Country, you play as a character called Enzo Favara, who's an upcoming gangster trying to make his way in the Sicilian Mafia.
As a child, he's worked in the sulfur mines, sold there by his parents, a really horrible upbringing for a kid, which unfortunately happened back in those days. So he doesn't know family, he doesn't really know love. He escapes, he falls in with the Teresi crime family, and then this game really, this story shows his rise through the ranks as he goes from being this impoverished young man to a made man.
For Mafia: The Old Country, we moved to Unreal Engine 5, which has really enabled us to do incredible things with the characters, with the landscapes, with the cinematics. Every single aspect of the game has undergone a significant graphical upgrade.
Mafia has always been about pushing the technology of its day to do the best in cinematic storytelling and exciting narrative gameplay. It really makes what's already an emotional story even more emotional and meaningful.
We've been able to capture incredible nuances in the mocap, in the acting, in all of the character performances. That's really helped us to bring our story to life. And as a little taste of what's in store, we've got a cinematic to show, which shows a key moment in Enzo's story.
Peggy 18.
Come forward. All of the men in this room are bound by blood. This is a family. And in this family, we follow a code of honor. It's a way of life. A brotherhood.
You're here because of your deeds and the assertions of those who stand at your side.
This life is one of secrecy. If you make a friend, meet a woman, they must not know about our thing.
It is binding. It is not forgiving. To betray one is to betray all. Do you wish to commit yourself, your life?
No, I'll
to
pass.
this family?
Thanks. Walks away.
Yes. I do.
Then, before the eyes of all here present, join me.
I never really knew that. Like, is that how they used to do that back in the day? Like, they'd cut your lip, and then if you would walk up to a guy and he would have a cut lip, or like a scar here, then you would know.
Repeat these words. I swear my loyalty to this family.
I swear my loyalty to this family.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
My flesh must burn like this saint if I do not keep my oath.
Welcome, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo.
Benvenuto, Enzo. Benvenuto, Enzo.
Salute.
Salute.
Game looks good. August 8th. You pre-order and get this horse.
Take a trip to Sicily when Mafia of the Old Country lands on August 8th for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Next on our docket is a developer presentation for Tenet of the Spark. If you haven't seen it all over social media, this is a time-hopping brawler where you solve puzzles and crush enemies across 3 distinct timelines.
Hey, what's up? I'm Artem, the game director at Rogue Games, a small indie team scattered around the globe. We're making our first game, Tenet of the Spark.
The true power of the Spark!
It's a cinematic action where you fight bad guys over 3 timelines. Present day, the Viking Age, and the Aztec civilization, all at the same time. You got it, right?
Ancestor, I need you.
And it's not just for show. You have to use all 3 characters to explore, deal with tricky enemy types, and solve puzzles. It also answers questions you thought you'd never ask. Like, how the hell does this black boxer have a Viking for the great-great-great-grandpa? Or why does this train car turn into a giant rock? And the biggest question is, why did they risk a role with such a difficult project? Because we wanted to play a game, or you can start with classic 1-2, then send your opponent across the arena with your hammer, switch again, pull this dude a little closer, hit him with a huge combo across all 3 timelines.
The hell are you?
And now we're making that game with the blood, sweat, and spark. Tenet of the Spark. You got it, right?
I got a little mini-me. Look.
A mini-me.
Watch up, watch up.
We're not dropping the release date yet because we want to do it right. But we can say it's coming to both PC and consoles. Follow and wishlist Tenet of the Spark on Steam. And go look at your family album. Maybe your grandpa was a badass like mine. You never know.
Thank you to Roar Games for the inside scoop on Tenet of the Spark. It's coming soon to PC and consoles, so pop it on your wish lists. All right, what have you got for us, Laura?
A first look at gameplay for Creasol, Feeder of Idols. This is a first-person horror shooter for fans of BioShock and Resident Evil. You fight creepy statues on a tormented island and use blood as your ammunition.
I'm gonna pre-order it right now.
Almighty Sun, guide my path in this hour of darkness.
I feel like this showcase has also shown more games than the other showcases that we've seen so far. Like, this is pretty rapid fire. They don't mess around too much.
Let your sacred light banish them. And if I am to fall, let my flesh turn to ash, so my soul may ascend to you. Consumed in your flames for all eternity, now and forever. Creasol.
Not my kind of game, but okay.
Holy moly, that was good.
You're telling me. Creasol Theater of Idols is coming to PC, Xbox, and PS5 later this year, and your Steam wish lists in just a few moments, probably.
I hate to say it, Matt, but I think we've arrived at the final trailer.
Okay, well, how do you want to do this?
Okay, I'm thinking we both look into that camera right there,
okay,
and we're both sad that the show's over. But it's okay, because that last trailer's really cool, and so the folks at home will be happy, and we've done a good job, I think. So, does that work?
You know, sounds perfect to me. Please enjoy our final world premiere.
Is it actually the final one, or do they have one more thing?
Ooh, I liked it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nerds.
Welcome, sisters, daughters of Hortus, to these blessed halls of Porthbarrow. You have been chosen, honored to the parish, to serve the will of Mother. So come, step forward. Let us see what flowers she's given us. Such radiant blooms. So full of promise. Now, I must confess a change in plans. You shan't be entering the garden today. Take heart, faithful ones. The garden must still be tended. And tonight, you will be sown!
Ritual Tides.
No. Hold on.
I've got something to show you.
Is it gonna be a today thing? Oh.
Ah, I bet you didn't expect that, did you?
Yes. I do think we've seen a record number of like scary games.
That was your first look at Ritual Tides, a terrifying odyssey where you tango with Lovecraftian terrors. Wishlist it now because it's coming soon to PC.
We'll have the full gameplay revealed during the next Future Games show in August, so mark your calendars for that. However, that does mean we've reached the very end of this year's Summer Showcase.
Don't go anywhere though, because FGS Live from Los Angeles airs right after this, with even more exclusive trailers, developer deep dives, and world premieres.
We'd like to thank everybody who has tuned into the Summer Showcase, as well as the Dreamweaving developers who put their all into those amazing trailers we debuted today.
And remember, you can head to the dedicated Future Game Show Steam page to wishlist your favorite games from today's show. We'll also have follow-up content on GamesRadar.com and the FGS YouTube channel.
I'm Matt Mercer.
And I'm Laura Bailey.
And this has been the Future Game Show Summer Showcase 2025.
Cool. That was a good show. I actually wrote down a bunch of games and already started wishlisting some. But yeah, you can go on Steam right now, and on Steam, there's actually a banner for like Summer Game Fest. You can click on that, and every game that they showed in this showcase is there, and you can just basically go there and like wishlist and wishlist. There is a trailer that I want to show you guys. I'm gonna turn that way down. Let me grab the trailer that those devs sent me. So yeah, there was a game that we saw earlier in the show, and the devs reached out to me a couple days ago about it. But I wanted to show you like this other trailer, which I thought was a better trailer for this game. So I'm gonna mute that. Yeah, here we go. Check out this trailer for this game.
In all my travels, of all the things I've seen, it's in Eric's home it will happen. This is where our world will change. And it all begins with her.
What's the hole?
Officer,
Where's your brother?
he's working.
He's not in any trouble. We just want to talk to him. Maybe you could help. You wouldn't mind coming down the station with us, would you?
All right, I'll get my bag.
Good. Hey! She's gone. Find her before she leaves the building.
I need to get out of here and find Herman before they do.
What'll they do? Rob the mayor? Murder someone? Both, maybe?
This should get the crates moving again.
Look for the main control, maybe. Do I look like an engineer?
Is that you, Johnson?
Come after her! Now!
What do you want?
I need passage.
You told me you wanted out. You and your brother. You said you're done with this, it's too dangerous, not what you wanted.
That's actually why I'm here.
I respected your decision because I thought you respected me.
This isn't about me.
Oh, it's always about you, Hannah, and now you've brought the police here.
They're looking for Herman.
You want passage, huh? And that's it? I'm not keeping these for you anymore. You'll take them with you this time.
Hey, Gilbert! What's keeping you? Gilbert? He's not here. Of course he is. I saw him go up there just a minute ago.
Ugh. The bridge is collapsed.
Martin Lander. What about him?
I heard him say he'd be watching the north exit.
It's all right. I'm sure he brought friends, though. But so did you.
She's brave, more than most I've ever met. But she doesn't know what she's set in motion.
So, this is what money looks like.
Yeah, like I said earlier, this game is kind of like Plague's Tale meets Splinter Cell.
I've just got to find him before they do.
I have no choice.
I'm all he's got, Alva.
I must find her
He's all I've got.
before he does.
I think that game looks really neat. Yeah, so there you go, chat. We'll flip back over to this here for a second. But, no, that was just a very solid showcase. Lots of good stuff shown. I got no complaints. Here real quick, for those who are watching on YouTube, we will wrap up the YouTube VOD right there. So, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.